Have you heard of Change Healthcare? I have, and they are a legit company, but I urge you to please do your own research before you apply to any of their positions to do your own due diligence. They have 7 medical coding positions open, which is why I had to give Change Healthcare its own video. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Quita. If you are new, I hope you consider subscribing if this video was helpful to you. I'm a remote medical coder and I have been a medical coder for 3 years. In the last video, I looked out for the fiery and passionate apprentice medical coders looking for those entry-level medical coding positions. If you are currently working as a medical coder looking for a work-from-home remote coding opportunity, then you are in the right place. Let's get started. The first position we have is for a medical coder. The job ID is R24993. This position will require some ICD-9 and/or CPT coding. In this position, you will be coding from medical records and assigning ICD-9 and CPT codes. You will analyze, enter, and manipulate database and confirm appropriate DRG assignments. You must meet productivity standards as outlined in client metrics, and you will work on special projects as assigned. They are looking for someone with at least 6 months minimum coding experience. They also want you to have 3 years general work experience. The next position we have is also for a medical coder. The job ID is R25353. And the location is in multiple locations. I want to show you guys what this looks like. So this is what it looks like as it relates to multiple locations. The medical coder will abstract clinical information from a variety of pathology medical records and assign appropriate ICD-10 CM and/or CPT codes to patient records according to established procedures. This position will code directly into a hospital and also work with operations to transfer, maintain port clients under coding. Your responsibilities will be ICD-10 and CPT coding into hospital system for pathology, assigned appropriate ICD-10 or CPT codes to patient records. Of course, you must meet productivity standards. The requirements for the position is you need at least 1 year of coding experience with ICD-10 and CPT-4, professional coding certification CPC, CCS, or CCA. The next position is a medical coder EMS, job ID R25428. And is located in multiple locations. In short, the professional medical coder is responsible for daily coding, denial management, charge hold, RAI solution, and abstraction. You will participate in internal QA audits and provide feedback in the compliance QA process. You need at least 1 year of experience in pro-fee coding and physician coding in a production environment with both quality and productivity requirements. You would need a CPC, CCA, CCS, or CCSP. You must have at least 1 year in physician/pro-fee coding experience in a productive environment with both quality and productivity requirements. In this section, it mentions skills/experience that will be helpful. Emergency department coding experience is a plus. Lead coder or supervisory experience, a plus. Experience auditing is preferred. The next position is a hospitalist E&M coder, job ID R24709 in multiple locations. In this position, you will assign ICD-10 CM and/or CPT codes to patient records. This is a pro-fee, physician-based E&M coding for a hospital for admissions, follow-up, observation, discharge, and some ambulatory. Your responsibilities will include pro-fee E&M coding for admissions, follow-up, observation, and discharge. You will assign ICD-10 or CPT codes to patient records, a minimum of 1 to 2 years of coding experience with ICD-10 and CPT-4, a minimum of 3 years of general work experience. They are looking for you to have a CPC, CCS, or CCA in E&M coding experience. The next position that they are hiring for is an inpatient medical coder, job ID R24034 in multiple locations. The inpatient facility coder provides coding and abstracting services for clients in accordance with Change Healthcare's compliance plan, the client's policies and procedures, and regulatory coding guidance. The facility coder is responsible for reviewing the medical record to determine independently which ICD-10 CM/PCS diagnosis and procedure, CPT-4 procedure codes, and modifiers are supported by medical record documentation for submission to commercial and government payers. What will be your duties and responsibilities? You will provide coding services including ICD-10 CM/PCS coding, CPT coding, and abstracting in all healthcare settings. You will assign MSDRG APCs and modifiers to client records for claim submission, accurately extract clinical information from records according to established requirements using abstracting software, interpret coding rules and general policies in addition to determining appropriate conclusions, assist QA analysts in response to questions from clients and other coding staff at the direction of the manager, facility coding services, and you must meet established quality and productivity standards. They want you to have a national coding certification through a HEMA or the AAPC, which is a RHIA, RHIT, CCS, or CIC. 1 to 3 years of inpatient coding experience with both quality and productivity requirements. And skills that will be helpful for you to have is lead coder and supervisory experience in auditing, strong written and verbal communication skills, and proficient with Excel and MS Office products. The next position is an anesthesia medical coder 2. The job IDs are 25054 in multiple locations. The medical coder will assign appropriate ICD-10-CM and/or CPT codes to patient records for anesthesia. The medical coder will analyze, enter, and manipulate the database to confirm appropriate DRG assignments. What will be your duties and responsibilities? You will assign appropriate ICD-10 or CPT codes to patient records, meet productivity standards, and identify any issues or trends and bring it to the attention of upper management. The requirements for the position is a minimum of 2 years of anesthesia coding experience with ICD-10 and CPT-4, a minimum of 3 years of general work experience, and they are looking for you to have a CPC-A, CCS, or CCSP. And lastly, the last position they have is a medical coder in orthopedics. The medical coder will abstract clinical information from a variety of medical records and assign appropriate ICD-10-CM and/or CPT codes to patient records according to established procedures. You must have orthopedic coding experience. You will analyze, enter, and manipulate the database. Knowledge in ICD-10 and CPT coding is required. This position will code directly into a hospital and also work with operations to transfer/maintain port clients under coding. What will be my duties and responsibilities in this job? ICD-10 and CPT coding into a hospital system for orthopedics. You will assign appropriate ICD-10 or CPT codes to patient records. You must meet productivity standards. You must have a minimum of 2 to 3 years of coding orthopedic experience with ICD-10 and CPT-4, a minimum of 3 years of general work experience. They are looking for someone with orthopedic coding experience. You must have a CPC, a CCS, or a CCA. This one was a quick video, you guys, that I put together for you all who are interested in Change Healthcare. Do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps my channel reach more people like you, and it advises YouTube to recommend more of this type of content to you. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.